What is up, guys? Welcome back to another video. Today I got an absolutely sick recipe, and you know, I haven't tried it yet. Obviously this is gonna be my review, but today we are making an Oreo McFlurry anabolic version. So I've seen like plenty of these on the internet, like different types, versions, blah blah blah. So we're gonna just take like the general idea of it, combine it, and try it out. So this is no specific recipe that I saw online, but I pretty much know what I'm doing here because I've made anabolic ice cream before, but I've never had this Oreo one. So I think it's gonna be absolutely delicious. At least I hope so, because I'm starving and want to eat something. You know, it's only 9 a.m. right now, and that means it's time for ice cream. So without further ado, let's get into the kitchen and start cooking. I'll show you guys exactly what you need. Come on, let's go. Come on. Come on, let's go. All right, we are in the kitchen, ladies and gentlemen. So, first things first, you need coffee. Not really. All right, starting off, we need xanthan gum. This is gonna be extremely important. Main ingredient to make it that thickness. Then we need some Oreos pudding mix here. This will give it actually a lot of its flavor, I believe. Normally when you make stuff like this, the pudding flavor in there actually does a lot of work. It's grinding, while the other ingredients kind of are slack. Up next, we got our Torani sugar-free vanilla syrup. This is a 0-calorie syrup. 0% calories, 100% chemicals. This is what I like to say. Along with this Splenda, an artificial sweetener. You can use any type you want, but we got the Splenda packets. Again, 0% calories, 100% chemicals. Exactly how we like it. Oreo Thins, one of the last ingredients we have to make this. And you definitely want to go with the thins, way less calories. I'm not going to say way better for you because they're not way better for you, but they're just less calories. And the final ingredient is milk. Actually, you need ice too. I would recommend using almond milk if you want to save a little bit on calories. However, we're not using too much, and this is fat-free milk, so it's only going to be about 45 calories of milk. Versus it would be like 20 calories of almond milk. So you can go ahead and save yourself a whopping 50% in calories on the milk. That's 20 whole calories saved. You know, that could be the difference between being jacked and not. I don't know. So guys, those are the ingredients we're gonna be using for this. Now let's get cooking. All right guys, so first thing you need to get is your blender. You can use like one of those big ones that are nice and thick, because this is gonna be thick. However, I'm not gonna lie, my NutriBullet is a beast. That thing can probably blend rocks. So I'm just gonna use my NutriBullet. I think it should work perfectly because it's worked in the past. So let's try it out. Also guys, last ingredient, I don't know how I forgot this, and this is basically where all the protein comes in. You need protein powder. I got mocha latte protein powder from Transparent Labs. If you want any Transparent Labs, link in the description. I got an affiliate link, but yeah, I don't think it matters what flavor you use too much. I don't think you'll taste it too much. Plus, mocha latte tastes amazing. So I don't know how I forgot this, but yeah, you do need protein powder. First up, the protein powder. You need 1 scoop or about 30 grams. Beautiful. That's about 130 calories with this protein powder and 24 grams of protein. All right, next up, we're gonna add our artificial sweetener. We're just gonna add 3 packets of this. Really, you get to choose how much sweetness you want in this, but I normally just throw in 3 packets because I like the number 3. That is the only real reason I choose 3. Bing, bada, boom, pow. There we go, done. All right, up next, we're adding in the Oreo pudding mix. So for this, we're gonna just do 1 tablespoon. That is gonna be about 50 calories of this pudding mix. Also, I should mention all the ingredients I bought at Walmart, and it probably cost me just over, I think, $10. And with these ingredients, you can make this so many times. So technically, you're saving quite a bit if you were gonna buy ice cream instead. Boom. Next up, we're adding some 0-calorie vanilla syrup, and that we're gonna use 1 tablespoon of that as well. Coming up next, we gotta make sure we get our xanthan gum. Make sure it gets thick. And with this, we're just gonna use 1 teaspoon, just 5 grams of that. Beautiful. We like it extra thick, remember that. All right, After that, we're gonna make sure we add some milk in there. Obviously, we need a little bit of liquid in here. I'm gonna do about half of a cup. If you want it to be like more like a smoothie and less like ice cream, you can add like 3/4 a cup to maybe a full cup. I don't know how much that would do, but I'm gonna add half a cup. And if you want it to be really thick and you've got a really good blender, then add less than a half a cup. That milk is gonna be half a cup, is 45 calories, and about 4.5 grams of protein. Next up, we have the Oreo Thins. So I'm gonna use 4 of these. 4 of these is 140 calories. However, I'm not gonna add them in yet to here. So first, I'm gonna take a bag out and smash them up a little bit. Fuck. We got our Oreo Thins in a bag, look at that. That's classy. Now smash these up just a little bit. It depends on how much you like your chunks, you know? All right, we have our chunks kind of smashed up a little bit. They're still fairly big, but that's because A, I like my chunks a little bit bigger. And you may be wondering, Cole, why didn't you just throw them in the blender? You know, they'll get blended up and stuff. Well, as I said, my blender is a beast. And that thing grinds them down to like thin fiber. It literally leaves like nothing left in there. Like it's like absolutely destroyed, and I do like it a little extra chunkier. But if you don't care, you just kind of want it in there for the taste, throw them in there and blend them up. But I would recommend leaving them out until the end, blending it, then throwing them in there and just doing a quick little blend to mix it all in. It's completely up to you if you're gonna make it, but I don't know. You know, this could taste disgusting. I don't even know yet, so we'll find out. So here is our nice little concoction. The final thing we have to do before we add this later on is add the ice. For the ice, unfortunately, I don't have an ice maker, so I have a limited amount of ice. Just this one tray. So for ice, I'm adding about 12 ice cubes. If you want more, add more ice cubes and it'll make it thicker. So let's blend this up. Alright, I guess I overestimated how good the blender was, and so we're gonna add just like a little bit more milk. Alright, so it's been blending for like a minute now, and now we're just gonna go ahead and take a majority of these and toss them in there so they mix in as well. That smells pretty good though. This is what it looks like right now. You can see it's got that really ice cream looking texture to it. Now we're gonna blend it for like, I don't know, like 10 more seconds. And voila, it is done. Now let's just get this in a bowl, cover with the rest of the toppings here, and let's try it out. There we have it. You can see it's got the Oreo texture to it. It's still pretty much blended those things to smithereens. I probably shouldn't have blended it that long, but at least they're a little bit chunkier. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, here we have it, the final Oreo ice cream. Alright, since we did have to add in a little bit of extra milk, it is a little bit creamier than it normally is, so it's not as much, it's like in between a smoothie and ice cream texture, so I'm just gonna throw it in the freezer for like 10 minutes to get that more ice cream texture out of it. So let me toss it in, and then I'll catch up with you and give it the taste test it deserves. Alright, see you in a sec. Alright, the ice cream is a little bit more frozen. Alright guys, so we left it in the freezer for 10 minutes and it's still very creamy, like soft serve like. It's not really hard like normal ice cream right now, but that is because we added, I think, too much more milk. So if you got a better blender, use the better blender and you can make it thicker. But yeah, I don't think this would work as a smoothie. It's like in between a smoothie and a real ice cream, but we're gonna give it a go. Here's the actual taste test. Is it worth it? All that trouble. That is pretty delicious. Woo! I'm not gonna lie, this is bussin'. Sheesh. Guys, honestly, I would have to rate this very high, like 8 out of 10 good. This is delicious. It's a little fluffy for me. I wish I didn't use so much milk, but I kind of had to. Maybe if I leave it in the freezer a little longer, it'll be thicker, but other than that, it tastes delicious. These chunks are nice. And you get this ginormous bowl for a whopping this many calories and this much protein. So guys, there you have it. Go ahead and test this out yourself. It is pretty good. I'm gonna throw this back in the freezer for another 10 minutes and see if it kind of gets a little bit harder. But the taste, immaculate. The calories, beautiful. And the protein, just amazing. Anyways guys, that's it for the video. I hope you did enjoy. If you did, make sure you drop a like. Subscribe if you're not subscribed already. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out, everybody.